Hey, what's going on, guys? Beefline here with a brand new video today. So, if you're a dopamine Domhain Tunnels XP player, I just want to say right out of the gate, this is not going to replace Domhain Tunnels, probably. However, don't sleep on this event, and I'm going to tell you why. You've probably seen this green mist, or I'm not sure what color it is for non-colorblind players, but Bloody Harvest is basically what the event is. Bloody Harvest is part of Season 2. It's a mini version of Helltide, so it's a really small chunk of area. It's green for me, I'm not sure what color it'll be for you. It's an hour long, just like Helltides. And it kind of works the same as Helltides, but different and super duper valuable. So there's a lot to unpack here, so I'm going to try to include absolutely everything possible. Starting with the currency, there is two different currencies, just like Helltide Cinders were a thing. There's two different currencies that you get in here. The first one is going to be this currency here. That's Bloody Lures. Bloody Lures are kind of like equivalent to the Cinders and Helltides, where you can use them to unlock something. So the Bloody Lures, what they do is you can get them from events, you can get them from enemies, you can get them from just doing the activities in Bloody Harvest, and then you get to drop them off at shrines. So what the shrines do is, if you go to the little Yoda symbol over here, there will be 3 chalices over there, which means you need 150 lures in order to fill them. Or if you're in a party, they can also have 50, you can have 50, and whatnot. What they do is when you deposit all of them in there, you get to summon 3 bosses. Each boss will give you keys, which is the other currency I'm about to talk about. They give usually 2 to 3 legendaries per boss, a ton of XP, and a ton of gear attached to them as well. Very valuable to get all of these. The other currency that you get is the keys. The keys are just like opening up random chests inside the event itself. So kind of like Helltides, there'll be chests that'll be scattered everywhere. The chests can give you gear like legendaries. They can give you the new season gimmick, which is the things where you can attach blood packs to your gear or remove them even. And they can also provide a bunch of random items inside these chests. They'll be all over the map. Now, where I mentioned that this is not going to replace Domhain tunnels, probably, is the XP that you can get in here is absolutely insane. So on top of using a potion, on top of having a party, if you decide to party up with anybody, the amount of XP potential in here is insane. Like I was mentioning, you do events in here at random. There will be very easy event. Kill 2 Bloodseekers, very easy. Destroy vampire structures, again, very easy. This one here, destroy vampire structures, again, super duper easy, small miniature events. And these will be scattered all throughout the Bloody Harvest over the course of the hour. Now you can also see that they give whispers as well. So not only do you get XP for killing the monsters, of course, plus your potion, plus your party members, you also get XP for completing the whisper event, plus you get whispers on top of that. So once you hit 10 whispers, you can bring them into the tree to get even more stupid amounts of XP. And there's also the Bloody Harvest mini events as well. So you could do whisper events, you could do Bloody Harvest events, whispers for trees. You can get ridiculous amounts of XP on top of all the mobs that you're killing as well. Once you put in all the Bloody Lures, you can go fight those bosses, you get a bunch of XP off that. It's just XP on top of XP on top of XP. It is really crazy how much you can get out of this. And again, super easy events too. Like, they're not challenging. It's very one to another very quick. See, I'm killing these ghouls. It says 150 ghouls, which is an enemy archetype. If I'm just doing this event and killing those ghouls, I'm just getting XP off the mobs and also for doing the event. Now, why is this also like valuable to do? Whereas in Helltides, you had a time limit for all of your cinders. if you did not use your cinders in that time limit, or if you missed it, you didn't get the stuff. In here, all of them will transfer over to the next bloody harvest that you do. So if you have keys, if you have bloody lures, they will all transfer over to the next bloody harvest. The other cool thing is that there's no cooldown on the bloody harvest either. So once that timer expires, you can go to any town, you can look at your bag with all the legendaries and things that you picked up throughout it, and then the next one will start pretty much immediately right after in just a different area. And it transfers over too, so you can just go bloody harvest to bloody harvest, get all of that together, and you're good to go. The backpack spaces fill up very quickly as well once you start like pounding away at the keys, because there was a time I fought the 3 bosses and they gave me 7 keys. There will be times where you will have more keys than you will know what to do with, more keys than you will have chests, so there's definitely going to be some passover from that for sure, which means that Domhain is really good at XP, but it's not really that great at providing gear. So if you need gear to like scale up or legendaries for aspects, this is a great place to do it, especially if you're looking for those elusive legendary aspects. Now, there's also one other thing to mention inside Bloody Harvest as well, on top of everything that you can do. They have something called the Hunter's Acclaims, I believe they're called. You'll see it pop up whenever these elites die. It didn't pop up there. I guess I didn't get any. But they have something called Hunter's Acclaims. Every time you do an event, every time you do activities inside the Bloody Harvest, as well as killing elites or bosses, you'll get something called Hunter's Acclaim. Now, when it levels up, what you'll be able to do is go to Ked Bardu, which is the main town that you do to start Season 2 questline. There'll be a Hunter's board there. Whenever you get enough Hunter's Acclaim in there, you can turn all those Hunter's Acclaims in for whatever reward per tier that you have. And you get these Hunter's Acclaims very, very quickly and very easily. Again, you get 2 just for killing an elite. You get like 5 for killing certain named bosses. You get them for beating the events. There's also the circle events as well. Jar souls, like you would see all over the world too. Those spawn in here as well, on top of, you know, the Whisper events and the Bloody Harvest events, etc., etc. But here's one of the chests over here that I was talking about earlier. So we can open one of those for you guys. But yeah, the Hunter's Acclaims, you get to turn those in, and it's kind of like getting, like whenever you complete the season's journeys, you get those like little caches. You get a bunch of stuff that's added in there as well. I can show you what it looks like right away. So, a couple of gear, didn't get any legendaries sadly. You get blood lures, the Pact of Divinities, that's going to be part of the season gimmick. That's my 3rd journey cache. So if we go back to Ked Bardu, that's not the right place. Oh, it is Ked Bardu right here. So we go back here, and then we go to the board. We'll see the Hunter's Acclaim board. I'm like level 4 or 5, and you get some pretty basic gear for the first 4 or 5 levels, but then you can get some pretty insane Hunter's Acclaim rewards later on. So here's the board here. I've got 4 levels so far. You get vampiric powers, you get a bunch of like basic gear. But once you go on later, large pile of items and gold retrieved. You get vampiric powers, several pairs of pants and reinforced with blood bones. You get a bunch of legendary items later on. You get rings. I imagine all of these are going to come with aspects too. So if you're missing aspects, especially legendary aspects, that's going to be huge. 22% chance to inflict vampiric curses. They have 15% chance to spread it on enemies. That's pretty good. But yeah, once this expires, the next one is going to spawn just in another area of the map. It's actually very, very valuable, and people have been telling me that they've been able to shoot up like 2-3 levels in like the level 40-ish area in like 5-10 minutes. Someone was saying that they went from level 12 to 28 in 10 minutes just from doing all the events. I'm not sure the exact rotation on how to make this like the most valuable, but I imagine it's just looking on the map and seeing where all the events are and just hitting up as many events as possible in the hour, collecting all bloody lures as possible, so that you can summon the bosses, because the bosses are probably the most valuable part of Bloody Harvest. And then going to just basically go from event to event, summon the bosses, and then just hit up more Bloody Harvest. It's super valuable, it's super good, and I recommend it, and a lot of people have been liking it as well. I encourage to find a really good rotation that works for you if you find one. I haven't overly found one that's amazing yet, but it's been really, really good. On top of all the things that you can do to boost XP, especially the Smoldering Ashes as well. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but the Smoldering Ashes can also give you XP per monster kill. So if you're playing solo like I am right now, that solo XP is not great, so you need to do as much as you can to gain XP as possible in my case. So yeah, Smoldering Ashes per monster kill is also super valuable. You can find that in the season journeys as well, just like you did in Season 1. But yeah, happy hunting, happy XP, and happy Diablo 4 Season 2. Wish you the best of luck in Bloody Harvest or wherever you take your adventures. My name is B Flat, and I'm sending on out of here. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.